The idea that we will be preserving our culture, seeing how in our society the majority of, or as the generation goes on, we tend to assimilate instead of adapt. And so by assimilating, we tend to forget or lose our culture or the sense of identity that keeps us, that makes us the same and different from one another.
So we should have a Hmong museum so that we can showcase to individuals and especially to our youth, because I believe that our youth is our future. And by being able to preserve our heritage and our traditions and our culture that has been brought from our ancestors, from our grandmas, grandpas, even our parents, it's a great thing to be able to preserve it. And by being able to have a Hmong museum, it'll be a really great addition to showing our youth and to showing our elders as well that we're still keeping our roots.
So how did it start? Okay, so about 12 years ago, I was inspired by one of my professors at the University of Minnesota. He was an anthropology professor, and he told me about a Hmong family that had clothes that they had brought with them across the Mekong River, and he could see the water line on the shirt that they had hung up in their house, and it really showed the Hmongs, history of the Hmongs, diaspora, and the struggle that the Hmong went through during the war. And he pretty much said that he wouldn't, help me with this class unless I would, when I grow up, I would go and collect those things because those are really important to us. And so since then, he's planted a seed, and I took some museum classes. Went to a museum for not the first time, but I didn't grow up going to museums, so I wasn't very familiar with museums. And so I went to the Children's Literature Archives at the University of Minnesota, and I was just amazed by what they had there. I was looking at a manuscript handwritten by a famous author who had written it, before typewriters, and I was just amazed at how well it was kept. And I wanted something like that for the Hmong people. I wanted to be able to go back and see the handwriting of General Ring Pao, or see that shirt with that waterline. I wanted to make sure that my parents' legacies and stories were preserved. And so that's why I'm here now trying to start a Hmong museum.
So go ahead and click that button on the bottom and donate to Hmong Museum of Minnesota so that you could be part of something greater.